Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good morning, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are at in the world. And we are super excited to be here with you today. And welcome to the Savanh Family Show. And hey, look, time, right? Time is so important. It's so valuable, isn't it? It's such a valuable resource. And really, time is free, but it's also priceless. Do you agree? And time is given to us as well. And really, we decide what to do with time. So let's take a look of how time, the role of time, plays in our relationships. So, the big question is this. How do married couples like us, who have busy schedules, run high-performing businesses, face challenges daily, raise multiple children,
and yet still remain in love, passionate, and happy like when we first dated?
That is the question. And this show will give you the answers.
Welcome to the Savanh Family Show.
Master your relationship, your life, and your business now. Hello, and yes, if this is your first time, we just wanted to welcome you. And my name is Savanh. If you have not watched us before, and this is my beautiful wife, my angel, my queen, my amazing business partner, Phyllis Savanh.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Yes, and super excited, happy to be here with you guys this Tuesday morning, and we're gonna talk about time, how valuable time is, but how valuable time really is in a relationship.
Yes.
And really how to handle it and how to deal with it, because sometimes people get time misconstrued, right? Yes. Sometimes people feel like, oh, I am spending enough time with you, but realistically, they're just physically in the same room, right? But they're mentally checked out, right? They got their attention on something else, on work or on the children or on on watching TV, whatever it is, and their partner feels, man, I understand that you are here, physically, but I really needed a little bit more connection, more time with you, more quality time. So we're gonna really discuss what time really means and how to really handle it. And look, this is our Why Do Couples Fight and How Can You Stop It series. And the topic is not spending enough time with each other, which is very important. And if you guys have not watched our previous series, Why Do Couples Fight and How Can You Stop It, we have ran 6 episodes already, and we're gonna probably do another 5 or 6 more episodes of this, and then go back and look at our previous episodes and look forward to our new episodes. Okay?
Yes, you wonder why we have so many series? Because we fight all the time before.
Before. And
because
we
you know what? I'm just having my real coffee this morning. Did you see that?
Nice, the deal. He's the boss. Hey, look, and there's links below, guys. If you want additional training or get to know us more, we have, we're everywhere on social media, as well as we upload a ton of content, right, to YouTube, to Facebook, Instagram. So we have a lot of videos. We have a podcast. So, the links below, so you can learn more from us, as well as learn more about us, and then, everything from who we are and what charities we really donate or serve our time and really believe in. So if you guys want to get to know us, please click on the links below. So time, baby. There were times in our marriage, in our relationship, where I did feel a lot of times where I didn't feel like we spent enough time. So it did cause a lot of fights and friction, and especially when the children came in, right? And again, we're business partners, so we have multiple businesses as well, and then you got live-in parents, so you got time allocated for that. We have family members that rely on us, and we are heavily involved in a lot of our family members' lives. So time for us is very minimal, and we know this because we have so much going on the outside, right? So the question now is, how can we take the time that we have with each other, which we already know it's fairly limited. Now it's very different from before. Before it used to be time we have limited, and we'll just do whatever. Now we know we have limited time, so we accept that. But when we do have the time with each other, we make it the best time, right? We make it quality time.
we actually just came back from Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins World Summit, which we're going to be doing some takeaways, so that way, we can share with you all the top nuggets. We definitely learned a lot. But one thing that Reverend Bouchard was saying is, do you know that an average person actually watch TV about 4 hours a day? Nothing wrong with that. However, do you know that if based on average American lifespan, that is actually 19 years of your life. It gave me a wow. Like, he said, wow, you're actually doing 19 years without spending with your family, without hanging out with your husband, without doing things that you really wanted to do. That's 19 years. I mean, that just gave me a wow. And I agree with what Ceases actually has said, because, when we don't have the children, we don't have the in-laws, it was great between us two, because, I love to provide to him. He's my only one, right? And he doesn't feel like he does not have that attention, right? Because that's what he loves about us doing together. We work together, we fight together, right? Fight for each other together. But then when the children come into play, that become very challenging, because even myself, I'm guilty of charge, because it's like, okay, I need to spend time with my work, I need to spend time with my husband, I need to spend time with my children. Which one come first? I don't know, because it made me feel like whichever come first is always wrong. You get what I'm saying? Because when I'm hanging out with him, I'm guilty about hanging out with my children. When I'm hanging out with my children, I know that my husband wants me to spend time with him. And if I spend time with both, then I don't have enough time to spend doing my business work. So what am I going to do? And then when that resentment and that guilt coming in, you just get into a really low energy state. And then you just started to wanted to fight with him, because to a certain extent, you're like, man, can you understand me better? Can you help me? Can you provide me more love? Because right now I need help. But the problem is, we didn't know that was the problem. And we just fight. We fight more and more every single day, because to a certain extent, I'm crying for help. He's crying for help too, that, hey, I need you. But we just don't know how to communicate with each other. That's why, when you don't spend enough time with each other, you tend to fight a lot more.
Yes, and it's not really the time spent in quantity, so you have to understand, right? Both partners have to understand this. Like, when you add children to your life, right? You add children, you add business, you add careers, you add other things that you want to continue piling on or be involved with in your life. Then you have to understand that, we went from quantity of time, quality to less quantity. So, but you have to accept that. Do you see what I mean? You have to make a shift to say, I accept that, because obviously we're adding children, so there's more allocation there. There's more allocation to other businesses you're looking to open up. We decided to move in our parents 7-8 years ago, right? And there's time allocated for that, involvement with our family. So there's time allocated for that. You have to accept it. So what you do is then make a mindset shift to say, I don't get the quantity, so I got to make the best time, the quality of the time that we have together. That's a shift that you really need to make. And then, in terms of time, let me give you guys this. Ask yourself, sit down and ask yourselves today, right? You look at annually, every year, what is your most favorite season? I'm going to give you this, okay? So you can kind of think how short life really is. What is your most favorite season? Is it fall? Is it summer? Is it winter? Is it spring? Which one is it? Just answer that first. If you say it's fall, then phenomenal. Here's a question I have for you. How many seasons do you have left? Right? How many seasons do you have left? You're sitting there thinking, holy cows. If fall's my number one season, and gosh, how many seasons do I have left? Because you're sitting there thinking life is this thing where it goes forever and it's long. So how many, just put that perspective. If it's, fall, then is it 10 seasons, 15 seasons, 20 seasons? So now you can be like, wow, if I really feel that I only have 15 or 20 more seasons left, man, I better make the best use of every season. Does that make sense? Yep. So it's quality time. So the tips that we're going to give you guys today is, but before we get into tips, guys, again, please like our series here. If we gave you something so valuable, please like and comment on this video as well. So the first tip we give you is be clear what you mean by time. What time really is to you? Okay, and for me, I did make that shift, just like I had alluded to before. Time was more quantity. Like, why are you not spending enough time? Why are we not spending enough time with each other? Then I shifted to realizing that, man, We have all these things, so it's not quantity anymore. So the meaning I give to time now is a quality. If I get 30 minutes with my baby, I'm gonna make 30. Every second of those 30 minutes count. If it's an hour, I'm gonna make an hour of every second within that hour count. Does that make sense? So that's what I mean by time. So to me, it's, I put my phones down, I put everything down, and I spend quality time.
Yep.
Whatever time I have with her, it's just going to be quality because I don't have the quantity of time anymore. Because if I always demand the quantity of time, then she's going to not have time for herself. And she's going to lose her identity by trying to give and serve me and give me more time. When in all reality, I should respect the fact that we all have 24 hours in a day. And we added so many things to our life that she has to. I got to respect the fact that she has to allocate time for business and team and everything else. And same thing with me, right? Working out, she's got to, respect the time that, okay, I spend an hour working out, then that's an hour I don't have with her. But when I do have time with her, we make it quality. Yeah.
Yes, but baby, you miss one of the biggest a point here too. When you don't have enough time, especially if you have business owners out there, you just have to create time. You have to be more aware of time. What do you do? This is the reason why, you need to work smart instead of working hard. This is the reason why we also have, a business day to show you all the tips and tricks that we do to pivot your business, pivot your life, so that, you have more time.
Yes.
So one of the way that I do it is, I also run a virtual assistant consulting business. I have a lot of virtual assistants, and I love them because they're very quality and they do everything that I can do that is using computers. So, you see all these amazing, even the PowerPoint that we have right now, my assistant did it. The schedule for the live, my assistant did it, to update all the posts, on my Facebook and, to update all the posts on the YouTube, all the details. My assistant did it. Do you know how much time it saved me every single week that I can have to spend time with my baby?
Yes.
So again, if you really feel like you're running out of time, then systematize the time, right? I think Graziosi also say, if you're really, really busy, you cannot find any more time, then you need to come up with this what not to do list.
Yes.
We're gonna add that in the bottom of the description. What not to do list. Is there something that you can automate, delegate, or delete?
Yes.
Automate, delegate, or delete, so that you can create more time for yourself. For me, I don't do laundry anymore. I'm really blessed because my mother-in-law loves to do laundry, so she's doing it for me. However, if I'm really doing laundry still, maybe hire somebody to do laundry, right? The backyard, the grass. If you are not enjoying doing those, hire somebody to do those, because your time will be much more well spent, working on your business or spending time with your family.
Yeah, I love the what not to do list. So that's a great tip. So just simple, right? Create a what not to do list, and then really decide that thing that you don't want to do to get you more time so you can spend more quality time with each other. Then just ask yourself, can I automate it, delete it, or delegate it? It's very simple.
Steve Jobs, right? If you notice, Steve Jobs, I think, who else, babe? They wear the same color of shirt, same style every single day. And initially I was like, what, is it like a brand thing? He said, no, because Steve said that, it takes you so much time every morning, even if it's 2 minutes, to really figure out what shirt should I wear, what color should I wear, what pattern should I wear. So he just decided in order to make it efficient, I'm just going to have one type of shirts every single day. So now it become a phenomenon. You will notice like Dean Graziosi wear the gray shirt every single time. Peng Joon always wear a white shirt every single time. Tony Robbins just wear a black polo every single time with a hat on. So they save so much time thinking. I was like, man, I'm a woman. Can I do something like that too? I don't know. That's still something that I need to determine. So comment below. Do you think women should just wear one type of shirt every single day just to save time?
Right. And then the second tip we have, guys, is have me time so that you guys can have we time.
Yes,
okay?
This is very
me
very
time
good.
So you can have we time. And this is very, very important, because when you don't have enough me time and you try to spend we time, then you're there physically, but you're thinking of something else that you could do for yourself or that you need to do, right? So, really, block this off, do some time blocking, and really allocate some time for yourself. Because when you do have your time yourself, now when you go and have time together, it's really, really quality.
Yes.
And you're there present, right? Again, it's not, you're not physically there anymore. You're mentally there, emotionally there.
Yep.
And you're present with your partner because you have already spent the time you needed on yourself, whether it's learning, whether it's, working out, whether it's eating, it doesn't matter, whether it's reading or on a phone with somebody or on one of your girlfriends or friends, it just doesn't matter. You spent that time that you needed for yourself so that when you're now, I'm ready, right?
Yes.
I'm ready for you. And that's so important to do. So.
It is one of the very crucial things that we have because I don't know whether you guys know about the male and female energy, about each other, especially when a woman, my sisters out there, when you are actually at work, you actually bring in a lot of male energy because you wanted to solve problem. You are not, being in a feminine state. But when you come home, you actually need some time to almost like detox, to change yourself, to not change yourself, but to transform, to relax. Because as a woman, we actually tend to do things a little bit slower pace, have that swag, right? But before I don't have that. I just went straight, finished work, went straight to being a mom, went straight to being a wife. And then Cece's like, I mean, you speak like so fast. Like I'm not getting my wife, right? And he doesn't even know because he's like, this is my wife, but we're just not connecting. Because man, how can two men connect? Right? How can two men connect in love? Obviously, there's a lot of people out there that do. I'm not saying that it's not. But, in our world, he is attracted to a feminine energy, but my feminine energy was absent. I know that one of my friends, we were doing a relationship mastermind. They were saying, every time he came home, he just pissed off or he's stressed. And then when I talked to him, he just blew up. I don't know what to do. And we suggested them, just let him have some me time. Allow him to detox a little bit, to take a shower, do some sauna, something, whatever. Just let him relax a little bit. Like for Cece, is working out and then shower. So just give him some time, and then you guys have time together because right now, then you're both in a relaxed state. You're both in the, okay, I'm good. I can talk to you. We can connect now kind of state. Then, when you're communicating, you're not coming from a low energy state, so you will not fight.
Yes, most definitely. So, all right, guys. So, if you guys like this series and if you have gotten a couple of great nuggets, which my wife gave you there with the what not to do list, that was an amazing throw in there that I never thought that was really, really good. So, create that. It's very simple to create, right? So, you're just, listing down what you don't want, what you shouldn't be doing, right? And so that it can buy you time to get that ROI for your life and your business, or whatever it is that you're doing. And then, again, this is Why Do Couples Fight and How Can You Stop It series. And the topic today was not spending enough time with each other. And the most important part, the 2 tips is be clear what you mean by time.
Yes.
Right? I have a totally different meaning of time now, right? It's not quantity anymore, it's quality. I understand that she has time that she needs to allocate on the children, family, and business. So I understand that. I'm not demanding that much time anymore.
Yep.
But when I do get time with her, we make it the best time.
Yep.
Okay? And then second is have me time so we can have we time. I have a ton of me time, so does she. So when we come together, the me is gone. It's just about us. What can we do? What can we go? What can we eat? What can we spend? What can we talk about? It's very, very, it's really, really powerful when you're at that state. Okay? So again, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button, comment below a takeaway. If you have something to add in terms of how you guys best utilize your time in your relationship, please share with us. Please share with the other audiences. And then, share this video. If somebody really needs this, somebody you love, please share us and share our channel, as well as subscribe. Subscribe to our channel here. This way, when you hit the bell icon as well, when we upload new videos as well as do live, you're going to get alerted every time. Okay? So
yes. And one more thing. We believe that if we can do it, you can do it too.
Yes, most definitely. So,
all right. We love you.
Thank you very much. We love you. See you in the next series. If you like this show, subscribe now.
Remember, mastery starts here.
See you on the next show.